Well, if you're just done with college and are looking for a job, there's some good news for you. As per the latest study conducted by Teamlease EdTech, 72% employers plan to hire freshers in the second half of 2024. This essentially is referring to the period from July to December at large. But to decode the highlights of the study, we are joined by Shantanu Rooj, founder and CEO of Teamlease EdTech. Shantanu, thanks very much for your time. First, take us through how the study was conducted and what are the broad highlights from the study.
So this is a research that we have been publishing for the last about 3 years. Every 6 months, we have a report coming in. If you see, the genesis of the report comes from the fact that when I've been visiting multiple universities, professors, deans, directors, vice chancellors always ask me, Shantanu, we have been hearing so much in the market about what employers are looking for and what they want from freshers. But tell me, how do I decide which courses to launch? How do I skill the students and what do I get them ready for? Where is the voice of the employer? That was the reason we started doing this report. We survey about hundreds of employers across different industry segments and try to find out what is their outlook, what are their sentiments when they are looking at fresh hiring. Right? Over the last 2.5 years time, we have all seen multiple cycles. We have seen the great resignation phase and then layoff phase and frenzy of hiring. And we've gone through all of these. These are all lateral hires largely. Employers have realized today that just hiring lateral talents for all across is not working out for them. ROI is not adding up. So they need to work different strategies where they're happy to take lateral talents at the middle tier, at the possibly the top tier. For the entry-level resources, they realize that there's a value in they hiring freshers who have opening balance of skills and some sort of experiences and then train them for different job roles. I think that's what employers are looking for. So we surveyed close to about 650 odd employers across multiple industry segments. And here's the report which tells you what employers are thinking.
Right. Now, the highlights really coming out of that report in terms of industries, really e commerce, tech startups, engineering, and infra, retail emerges top three industries. Bengaluru leads with 74% of employers intending to hire freshers. Chennai ranks third with 54% of employers intending to hire freshers, and Mumbai ranks second with 60% of employers intending to hire freshers. So, for those wondering that, look, is this all really your top metro cities, and what about your other tier two, tier three areas? What is really emerging for those areas from your report?
So if you see, obviously the bigger cities showcase bigger numbers. But interestingly, if you look at the type of industries who are showcasing much more confidence, e-commerce, tech startups, infrastructure, manufacturing, construction, retail, all of these things is just not a metro story anymore. Urbanization in India is not just about shoving more people into Bombay, Bangalore, and Delhi. It's about creating so many more cities where people can actually find a job. If you see today's growth story of India, if you look at manufacturing today, it's just not happening in Bombay, Delhi, and Bangalore. It's happening all across. The entire Hosur story that Tata has been talking about is not happening in Bangalore. It's happening in a tier 2 city called Hosur, right? So I think employers have started realizing that if they want to drive down the cost of manufacturing, if they want good talents, it's available all across. I think we are seeing democratization. There is a large amount of possibility that if the students actually invest in themselves, there is a very strong possibility of they finding their first jobs within 50 kilometers of radial distance from where they live. I think that's the great Indian story that we are all witnessing today.
Right, but your report is saying, and the highlights really saying that, look, now job roles in demand for freshers. As far as that is concerned, the report is saying that, look, full stack developers, SEO executives, to digital sales associates, designers, cybersecurity, cloud computing skills at large. These really are emerging as some of the top roles really from your study, your report at Teamlease EdTech. But for those wondering that, look, we're not a fresher, but we may want to upskill ourselves and look for other industries. What really is then emerging for other roles and other industries?
So just look at it from a different perspective in this case. I mean, today employers are themselves uncertain about their own future, right? Driven by digitalization, automation, AI, and everything else that's happening all around us. The world is changing very fast, and employers are not sure what is the industry going to look like 5 years from now. And hence, in a situation like that, how do you ensure that you prepare yourself? You can't make yourself ready for the future. You at least make yourself worthy of the future. And hence, you have to ensure that you are building teams who are adaptable, who are versatile, who can fit into different job roles. So today, also employers are looking at the basic skills, reading, writing, arithmetic, relationships. And they today look at people who are digitally native, who can think digital, who are constant learners, who can fit into multiple job roles. Hence, if you look at for people who are already currently working, it's important to showcase learnability. People who are constantly learning new skills, irrespective of industry, irrespective of the sector that you work for, irrespective of levels. Everybody, including people like me who are called CEOs or people who are the middle tier, all of us need to constantly learn. I mean, learn new skill, learn new ways of doing business, because the world is evolving, and innovation is going to take you forward. So there may not be one right answer in this case, but there are no wrong answers in this case too, which means that employees will have to constantly showcase learnability, showcase personality, showcase adaptability, and those other soft skills that all of us have spoken about. Satya Nadella spoke about it in the Microsoft context just a few days back.
Right. So, the importance of constant learning in this fast changing, evolving world. Thanks so much for sharing your thoughts and, of course, the broad highlights from this latest study.
Thank you so much.